I shot this in 1972 in May. But now we're in that area, and then we climb, we're Spanish Bottom, and we climb up into the Dollhouse of the Needles area. It's 1,500 feet up there, and anyway, there's the La Salle Mountains that are in Colorado back there, but that's Spanish Bottom, and then the Needles area is up there. But below here is Cataract Canyon. There's a moonrise, May 29th, 1985, and here we're at one of our camps, May 31st, and then a lot of people got wrecked over the century or more going down Cataract Canyon. But this is on June 1st. We have a day off, and it's my best birthday ever. Rosemary made a cake at the camp, and I climbed 1,500 feet out of the canyon and enjoy spectacular views and etc. But this is June 3rd, and then we had seen ring-tailed cats at this camp, and sheep as well, mountain sheep. But now we're in Cataract, we're Portaging Satan's Gut area, June 4th. It's running 55,000 cubic feet per second due to the spring meltwater. But here we are below Satan's Gut. We're not going to run this and take a chance. But after all this racket of water in Cataract Canyon, we come down to Clearwater Side Canyon, and it's just quiet. And then the frogs were singing in the canyon bottom. It was very nice for a change. But this is up Dark Canyon. We're getting down towards Glen Canyon now, and there's blue limestone and cross-bedded sandstone, and then we get down to Reservoir Powell, which is 180 miles long. But this is a view of Glen Canyon before 1963, before there was the dam backing up Reservoir Powell, and then people used to kayak down the Glen Canyon before 1963. But this is Hall's Crossing Marina on June 11th. And then here's a view before 1963 of a needle of Glen Canyon. And then here's Navajo Mountain miles away on the Arizona-Utah border. It's a mile high. I've climbed up there before. But here's a hole in the wall on the west side of Glen Canyon that the Mormons spent a lot of time taking wagons across the river and making a road. But here we're up the San Juan River, and there's Wingate sandstone blocks at our camp, June 13th. But we hiked to Navajo Mountain Trading Post that I've been there before, and that was June 13th. But this is in May 1971. That was Mr. Owl at one of his Hogans. But there's Mrs. Cameron, who runs the trading post in 1972. And then I had climbed to the top of Navajo Mountain, and that's looking west across Reservoir Powell to the Kaparowitz Plateau, 3,000-something feet high. But now we're back down to where we left our boats, near the trading post, and that was Wingate Sandstone. But now we're paddling down flooded Glen Canyon, and that's below the flooded Music Temple area, June 15th. But here's a view of Glen Canyon before 1963, and here's our camp at Rainbow Bridge, the largest natural bridge in the world, 308 feet under the span to the wash below, but now it's flooded. We could paddle our boats under there. But here's in 1972 when I had hiked to see Rainbow Bridge before the water went underneath it. But now we're down by Glen Canyon Dam, and here's June 18th, and then there's large striped bass they catch there. But here's a view of Glen Canyon Dam, June 21st, 1985. And this is a view of the unflooded part of Glen Canyon below the dam, June 26th. And then here's Corkscrew Canyon, near Page, Arizona, July 1st. Rosemary's in there, and it's cool. It's 100-something degrees all the time, but it was cool in the cave. And here's petroglyphs at the bottom of the ropes trail where we have a camp for a month, and that's June 3rd. This is July 4th. There's kids from Page, Arizona that hike around in the canyon, and one of them fell off a cliff getting down in there to trout fish one time. But here's a July 6th. We're in our kayaks. Rose's kayak is at the base of that big cliff. But we go down the 15 miles of unflooded Glen Canyon to Lee's Ferry. But here's the Pariah River, the Chinle Formation near Lee's Ferry, July 7th, 1985. But that map shows basically where we are. But there's a balanced rock of Shinnerup sandstone atop Chinle Formation, July 8th. But then we're paddling back up the lower 15 miles of Glen Canyon, and there's the edge of a Navajo sandstone ridge end, and then we hitchhiked to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. This is July 20th, And then we hiked 35 miles on the Bright Angel Trail across the Grand Canyon to the south rim, and that was Ribbon Falls. But here's where we're crossing the Colorado River in the Grand Canyon at Bright Angel Trail. We're heading for the south rim, and then we're on the south rim to see the bureaucrats that are holding us up from going down the Grand Canyon. But then, meanwhile, there's Buckskin Gulch, July 26, and we hike the whole day at Buckskin Gulch, which is up the Paria River, and then the side canyon, there's Buckskin Gulch. It's like a cave for about 8 miles. It's nice and cool in there, and it's 100-something degrees outside all the time in the desert. We did have a thunderstorm that day, too. It made a flash flood that we got to watch. But now we get to go down the Grand Canyon, and that was sheep petroglyphs, July 31st. But now here we are at Lee's Ferry, the Rangers passing our rig August 1st, 1985. And then we're in Marble Canyon here, hanging Garden Glen, and this is further down Marble Canyon, Nankoweap Rapid, which is curved beneath cliffs, and now we're in the Grand Canyon itself. It's running a little high from a flash flood, but that's the Escalante Creek area, August 6th, and then there's a rapid cutting Precambrian rock, August 6th, and there's Rose Running Hance Rapid, Bass limestone below Hecate Shale, August 6th. But then here's a forest camp above the Sockdolliger Rapid. We don't want to run it in the night and get washed down in the night, so we make a camp there. But here's down at Phantom Ranch. There's a view up river, August 7th. The Kayak Bridge there, and then there's John Stoner of Azra Rafts, and that was also at the Kayak Bridge crossing.